Iran vows response after commander killed in Israeli strike. Nghệ An province delegation paid working visit in Australia. Promoting the progress of projects to accelerate public investment disbursement.
Hello everyone, you are watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Thành. Let's get started. Iran has vowed to respond after blaming Israel for a bombing at its embassy in Syria on Monday. This attack, which caused deaths, has heightened tensions in the region due to the conflict in Gaza, increasing the possibility of a larger conflict in the Middle East.
In the immediate response after the airstrike, Iranian officials announced that they would respond strongly to Israel's hostile actions. Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdollahian told his Syrian counterpart, Faisal Mekdad, in a phone call that his government holds Israel responsible for the attack and labeled it a breach of all international conventions. Along with accusing Israel of being fully responsible for the consequences of the act of aggression, Iran's foreign minister called on the international community to immediately respond harshly to Tel Aviv. Iran's foreign ministry spokesman affirmed that the country has the right to take appropriate response measures to Israel's airstrike. Last night, Israeli drones launched several missiles at the consulate building located next to the Iranian embassy in the Syrian capital Damascus, killing at least 8 people and injuring several others.
On Tuesday, North Korea conducted a test launch of a suspected medium-range ballistic missile into the seas of the country's eastern coast. The action is among a series of missile demonstrations that have escalated tensions in the region. The launch marks the third missile test North Korea has conducted in 2024.
The Joint Chiefs of Staff, JCS, said it detected a missile presumed to be intermediate range class fired from the Pyongyang region at 6:53 a.m. but did not provide further details. The Japanese government protested to North Korea, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said, adding that ballistic missile launches by the country are a violation of UN Security Council resolutions. This move comes just days after Russia used its veto to end the work of a United Nations Monitoring Committee on North Korea's compliance with sanctions.
A delegation of Nghệ An province led by Comrade Hoàng Nghĩa Hiếu, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, had a working session with Australian businesses and Vietnamese Businessmen's Association on the morning of April 2nd in Melbourne City, Victoria State, Australia.
The visit took place after Prime Minister Pham Minh Chin's official visit to Australia and attendance at the 50-year Australia-ASEAN Partnership Conference, upgrading the Vietnam-Australia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. The visit of the Nghệ An province delegation is a practical activity to implement this relationship. Nghệ An and Australia have potential for economic cooperation, especially trade, investment, and tourism. The two countries' newly upgraded partnership will open up opportunities for the two sides to expand cooperative relationships. The Vietnamese ambassador to Australia also proposed that businessmen and businesses in Melbourne come to Nghệ An to learn about investment. At the meeting, Australian businesses expressed their concern over Nghệ An in various fields. In areas such as agriculture, producing and processing livestock, vegetables, finding partners to import peanuts from Nghệ An, some businesses want to cooperate in real estate, finance, and information technology.
Coming up next are some updated news.
In the East Asia and Pacific Economic Update report titled Solid Foundation for Growth, the World Bank has kept its growth projections for Vietnam's GDP at 5.5% for 2024. According to the World Bank, Vietnam is a country with great potential. Among the countries with high growth rates, GDP 5.5% is also better than many other countries but does not really match the potential of a country. In addition, some issues such as real estate, services, investment improvement, public investment implementation, coordination between localities, etc. will be factors affecting Vietnam's GDP growth rate.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh chaired a teleconference with ministries, agencies, localities and units on April 1st to review the progress of the 500 kV Circuit 3 power transmission line linking Quang Trác in the central province of Quang Binh and Phan Noi in the northern province of Hưng Yên. The nearly 519 kilometers long line has an investment capital of over 22.35 trillion Vietnamese dongs, comprising 4 sections. Closing a number of important milestones, the Prime Minister directed relevant authorities to finalize compensation policies for affected residents by April 10th. He also set deadlines for substantial completion of project items by June 20th and full operation no later than June 30th.
Implementing the state bank's request, from April 1st, banks loudly announced the average lending interest rate in March. The lowest average lending interest rate is 6.3%, the highest is nearly 10% per year. Most banks have announced 3 important indicators: average lending interest rate, deposit, lending interest rate difference or average deposit interest rate. Specific interest rates depend on each customer group, in which corporate customers often enjoy lower interest rates. In general, state-owned commercial banks have lower interest rate differentials between loans and deposits than private joint stock commercial banks. Banks will be responsible for the completeness, timeliness, and accuracy of the information and data disclosed, provide clear explanations of the content of the information, and proactively receive, answer, and handle issues from customers.
By the end of the first quarter of this year, Nghệ An's public investment disbursement had reached more than 12.3%, higher than the same period last year. To achieve the highest disbursement target of 2024, under the spirit of Prime Minister Telegram, the departments, branches and investors are speeding up the construction progress of projects and disbursement to create motivation for economic growth.
In 2024, Vinh City will focus on disbursement of public investment capital of more than 3,400 billion Vietnamese dongs for 389 projects, of which the city's Construction Investment Project Management Board was allocated over 1,666 billion Vietnamese dongs VND. Up to now, 3 projects have been arranged from the province's capital. The disbursement rate has reached over 40%. The most pressure is still disbursement of capital allocated by the city budget. At this time, the unit is urging construction contractors for 40 projects under construction and preparing to invest and start construction on 32 new projects.
The Project Management Board has also advised the City People's Committee to issue specific plans. Each project includes site clearance plans, investment procedures, and construction plans. Each plan is associated with each department, division, unit, and the responsibility of each individual in charge to check, urge, and monitor daily and weekly.
The coastal road from Ghi Sun, Thanh Hoa to Cua Lo Ghi In is considered as a key project of the province. So far, the implementation value has reached 73.5% of the contract progress. According to the province's direction, the contractors must shorten construction time to soon complete and put the project into operation. At this time, package XL01 of the Coastal Road project has only reached nearly 37%. The construction progress and disbursement of capital are being implemented by the contractor.
The group is implementing 4 construction sections with 15 shots simultaneously to meet the investors' requirements, striving to complete the carpet section of about 16 kilometers by mid-June. The foundation will be completed in 2024 to open the route.
However, the progress of project construction and public investment disbursement depends on many objective and subjective factors. One of the key issues is site clearance, the process of preparing project procedures and legal documents.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.